I just want to thank all my friends, all my support people, all of my good friends, the people that don't talk to me negatively, um my dad, um the people that care about me, love me, know me, and my ex-girlfriends, and Dee Dee Brandewee, Riverside of Miami County, the police, the firefighters, the EMS, Jesus Christ, the angels, um, Bobby Basinger, Heather Bainey, Deb Combs, Basinger Agency, and all the bus drivers of Riverside, RT Industries staff, um, all the people that has fellowship with me with Riverside and stuff like that, my family, um, my church, Pastor Workman, Pastor Jonathan, Pastor Bell, my churches with Pastor Bell, Pastor Workman, and Pastor Jonathan, all the church members that go there. Um, and, uh, and, um, and all the other good friends that are in my life. I want to thank you for what you've done. And Deb Combs too, and Marie Newland, um, and my dad too, um, and Sermon Benton and Sermon Benton and Rebecca, and Sermon's official wife, and um and also the rest of them. I want to give a big thank you for all the people who's helped me. Detmer Mental Health, Riverside of Miami County, Jill LaFleur, the maintenance crew, Deb Combs, and my dad, my churches, Pastor Bell, Pastor Wortman, Pastor Jonathan, my church members, Jesus Christ, the angels, um, my whole entire family, um, my whole entire Benton family, my grandma. Well, if my grandma was still here, I could probably still give her a big thank you, but I did give her a thank you, and that's all that matters. Um, and Dee Dee Brandewee, and the firefighters, the EMS, the police, the Marsh Foundation, Van Wert, Tyler Evans, Cameron Hollinger. I know that he's had some emotional issues, but I still care about him, and and we're always gonna be friends together. And also, I want to give a big thank you to Jordan Smith for helping me to get away from my behaviors and dangerous situations. I want to give a big thank you for him guiding me out of that. I could have died if it wasn't for him. And I also want to give a big thank you to Kenny for encouraging me to quit smoking. And I also want to give a big thank you to the Troy Fire Department for providing me a job there. I want to give a big thank you to them for providing me a job there. I also want to give a big thank you to the horse barn up in Piqua, the Eagle Wings Horse Barn. I also want to give a big thank you to Camp let me say it right. Camp Chautauqua. I want to give a big thank you to them for letting me come and visit and have fun up there. And also I want to give a big thank you to the Camp Chautauqua staff for helping me to helping me at the camp, and also serving me food when I was hungry. And I also want to give a big thank you to Logan, David, and the rest of the crew for helping me and keeping me safe there and back. I also want to give a big thank you to the Riverside bus drivers. I also want to give a big thank you to all the RTI staff who has helped me even through the hardest times. I also want to give a big thank you to the soldiers of heaven for protecting me and defending me and keeping the enemies out of my life. I also want to give a big thank you to other good people who has helped me, supported me, and been there for me. I also want to give a big thank you to Melton Union Schools. And I also want to give a big thank you to the Troy High School, who has helped me got my my graduation diploma. And I also want to give a big thank you to Dee Dee's staff for protecting my girlfriend. And also I want to I wanted to tell Andrew to make safe choices while he's around Nicole. That's a big thing that I would really appreciate for Andrew to do. And I also want to give a big thank you to Bobby Basinger for helping me and being there for me, and Heather and Deb Combs. I also want to give a big thank you to Cortland Martin for helping Deb out when Deb can't do the work. So I just want to give a big thank you to all the people who has dedicated their life and service to help me and be there for me and to guide me in the proper ways. I also want to give a huge thank you to Access Ohio for helping with my emotions, issues, and other problems that might occur that causes dangerous situations. I also want to give a big thank you to the ISP people and the ISP staff who has helped me with my behavioral issues. I also want to give a big thank you to Megan Brickernoff for making my my picture ID. And I also want to give a huge thank you to Krista Smith with helping me to serve the people of the community and help the people of the community. And not only that, also I want to give a big thank you to Krista Smith for letting me lead the club. And I also want to give a big thank you to Krista Smith for providing the things that I need for the club, and not only for the club, but also I also want to give Krista Smith a huge thank you for giving me the Riverside shirt for work and for the services that I'm with at Riverside. And I want to thank all those people who has helped me, supported me, and led me in the proper ways. I also want to thank my dad for saving my life and being there for me and taking care of me. I also want to give a big thank you to Dee Dee for all the kind things she's done, all the love that she has given me. Also, I want to remind my ex-girlfriends to be careful who they date, because I know that my ex-girlfriends are all about safety, but I want them to be very careful who they date, just as a safety precaution. Because anything bad can happen within the next few years, few months. It don't matter. It's still you have to be very, very cautious of who you date. So I really suggest for you to be careful of who you date, because sometimes who you date, oh my God, they can do all kinds of bad things to you that you don't even know about what they're going to do to you. So I suggest being very careful, very cautious. And yes, safety is important, and don't forget that. And I also want to give a big thank you to my pastors who has guided me to the Golden Gates. And I also want to give a big thank you to all the musicians at the churches who has played music for me to encourage me to live a more positive life. I also want to give another huge thank you for all the positive encouragement in Action Club. And not only that, but also self-advocacy. I want to give a huge thank you for teaching me to have confidence in myself. So I also want to give a huge thank you to all the heroes of the earth, all the soldiers of the United States, the President of the United States, and also I want to give another huge thank you to the governor of the state of Ohio, dedicating his life and service to serve the people of the state of Ohio. I also want to give a big thank you to all the people who has helped my people of the earth. I want to also give a big thank you to all the people who's helped the earth. I very much appreciate that you take really good care of God's earth. I really love that. I really love it that you take good care of the earth, and I expect you to continue. And I want to thank you for doing that. Also, I am going to crown Bobby Basinger the King of Basinger. So if Bobby Basinger, if you are watching this video, I wanted to tell you that you are going to be the King of Basinger. So Bobby Basinger, if you are watching this video, you are officially going to be crowned the King of Basinger. Deb Combs, you're gonna stay where your position is at. And Cortland Martin, your position is gonna stay the same too. As a command from the Holy Soldier General, I command thy king, Bobby Basinger, to be the king of Basinger, and to he may not own the agency, but he has a lot of power in the agency. So I will give him the power and the authority to rule the agency. Not only that, I'll give Heather Bainey the power to be the queen of the agency. I will have Bobby's wife be the queen of the house. Be the queen of Bobby's house. So, like I was saying, treat everyone with kindness and respect. Don't treat anybody wrong. Don't kill. Don't steal. Don't cheat. Don't lie. Don't try to be somebody you're not. That's very wrong, and it's impersonation. You can get in big trouble. Also, read the signs. Know what they mean. And another thing, also very important, those signs that you see along the road and the road areas, those signs are telling you to obey them. And they are reflective. And you must obey them. They are retro-reflective. And your headlights, when they hit them, they bounce off your headlights. So, you must obey them. Also, another thing, pay attention. Don't do stupid stuff. Think safety. And another thing, you don't think safety, you're going to get in big trouble with some of the good people. So, as an important reminder, think safety and be safe. And not only that, the ex-girlfriends, as a safety reminder, be careful and watch who you date. Because who you date is not always pleasant. And another thing, be careful around strangers. Some strangers don't want to talk to you. So be careful around them. Think safety. Don't talk to strangers. It may not always be pleasant to talk to strangers. And that is a safety reminder also. Don't talk to strangers. And another thing, watch the news. And also, pay attention to who gets voted in as president and governor or whoever that runs to be voted in. Make sure you pay attention who you vote for and who gets voted in as a safety reminder. And when they do get voted in, watch their actions and words. So be careful, because sometimes who you vote in may not always be pleasant. So be careful with politics. That's another safety reminder. Also, Jesus is going to be coming soon. So be ready for him. Be prepared that he's going to come like a thief in the night. So be prepared. You won't know that he is coming until it's too late. So, as a safety reminder, be prepared when he comes. Because if you don't, you'll lose your continuous life. So as a safety reminder, try to get salvation in your life. Try to do things that will make God happy. You want to go to heaven, but you got to impress God first. You want to go to heaven, but you don't get heaven until you impress God and Jesus. So, make sure you do things that impress Jesus and God before you start thinking about going to heaven. This is BB2 609 Jason Benton. Report and thank you letter to all the people who has helped me and the earth. I want to thank all the people who has helped me, including Riverside of Miami County. This is BB2 609 Jason Benton. News report and thank you letter of the whole world and Jason's friends, family, church, people, salvation people, heroes, Troy Fire Department, Riverside of Miami County, RT Industries, all of that thank you letter, and Dee Dee Brandewee thank you letter. This is BB2 609 Jason Benton out.